Hey y'all, it's me, Tiffany. It's been a while since I've been online. I usually post on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. Um, I've been gone from the house since Sunday. It is now Wednesday night. I've had a lot to learn. I have had a lot to process, I guess you could say. Um, I have realized at almost 38 years old, I have let fear and the thought of what other people think about me change my belief system, my my desires in a way. Um, my favorite verse has always been, "Delight thyself in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart." And this past Sunday, before I flew out, went to church. Me and Salem went to church, and our pastor said, we need to look at that whole verse. God will give us the desires of our heart if we delight into Him. So where does that fear and where do those desires follow through? And before I flew out, I started getting really nervous. Like, I even got really sick on my stomach. I couldn't really calm myself down because this is something I've never done, is fly by myself in over 15 years. Much less stay in a hotel for a long period of time by myself. I didn't have the confidence in who I was to do these things because of past choices. Our desires are usually programmed with our choices, right? Good or bad, positive or negative, we have choices that we have to make. And I said yes to something before I processed it, which sometimes is a good thing from what I'm learning for myself. I don't know about you, but I have learned it's okay to say yes. It's okay to say no. But I hopped on a plane, got to an airport that's a lot like Atlanta, and God bless you if you have been in Dulles Airport or Atlanta Airport. They have these trams that take you everywhere. Yeah, it may be quicker, but it's a little chaotic. But there's processes to everything. Just like our relationship with God, there's a process of growing. We have growing pains. There's things that convict us that didn't convict us before. There's people that we can have in our lives now that we couldn't then, or that we had in our lives then that we can't now. It's all a process, and it's delighting in Him. And that has stuck with me. And all week I've thought about it while I've worked and while I've conversated and met new people. As long as we delight in Him, our desires will be there. Delight thyself in the Lord, and He will give us the desires of our heart. What I delighted or desired 10 years ago is nothing like today. I didn't have the opportunities that I had then that I do now. And obedience is better than sacrifice. If I would know what I know now, 10, 15 years ago, or even 20 years ago, my life would probably look completely different. But there's processes. I might have not been so strong 20 years ago, as I am today to handle some of the things that are dealt my way, the cards that were dealt. The cards that were dealt is because we have become strong in Him. I will always say that good things happen to bad people. Bad things happen to good people. We don't know what our ancestors or the people before us had to sow to get us where we're at today. We don't know what kind of prayers have gone before us on our behalf. I think about life and I think about this opportunity, and I believe that it's becoming a launching pad of what God really wants for my life, what God wants for a lot of people. And that's delighting in Him and giving Him all that we have, good, bad, or ugly. I mean, He says, come to me and I'll give you rest. Come as you are. And there's been times that I've came to God and petitioned to Him with not with the right heart, not with the right motives. And some people say keep your enemies closer, keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer, when in reality we don't have to tolerate some of that. We can pray for them far away, arm's length, but we don't have to tolerate it. We don't have to tolerate it for our children. We don't have to tolerate it for our parents. We don't have to tolerate it for our brother. We don't have to tolerate it for our sister. We don't have to tolerate it for our nieces or nephews. We have to take a stand for what our desire in life is. And our desire is to please Him. And in reality, He wants to protect and provide for us in ways that we can't even comprehend. So I know I'm going on a ramble here, but I love you. I love everybody. Even the ones that have done me ugly at times, I probably deserved it. I wouldn't be where I'm at today without the love and support of family, friends, enemies. So when you think you can't do something, like hop on a tram in a daggum airport that you've never been in, and go get your baggage and then find some stranger to take you where you need to go, it's okay. It's okay. It opens up moments of God moments. I call them God moments now because He allows people to speak to you when we wouldn't hear it any other way. There's very influential people in my life all around me. They have maybe said things to me 1 gazillion times. And then it takes just a random stranger to tell me the same daggum thing for it to click like a light bulb. I can't tell you how many times I've read the Bible. I know it's over a handful of times, if not 10, 12, 20 times at this point. But a verse that didn't stand out to me 10 years ago may stand out to me today because it's what I need today. Just remember, somebody, it may not be you today that's fighting a battle or in a season of tragedy. It may not be you today, but it could be you tomorrow. So think about that as you do things. Think about that before you say things. Trust me, I'm talking to myself while I'm doing this video. I'm not even sure if I'll ever share it, because God's really dealing with my heart tonight. I'm supposed to post something, I feel like. But so many times I'll post pictures, I'll post statuses, or I'll post different things. But those posts get skipped over a lot. Everybody says, oh, you need to start doing live feeds. Well, what the heck do you want me to do a live feed about? I mean, like, seriously. I got confirmation on that a lot lately. So I don't know what you're going through today. I don't know what you'll face tomorrow. But there's people out there that need you, and need your prayers, need your guidance, and need your story. Your story, your very story that you're bottled up inside of you, could be what saves the next person. So don't always hold back. Sometimes I'm too much of an open book. But every time that I've been an open book, I get at least one thank you. Or one message that says, if you only knew how much that helped me. I've even been the one to send a message once I have seen a post or a live feed. I'll say, thank you. I needed to hear that. Sometimes we're not very thankful in the moment because of the season we're in. But later on down the road, we're very thankful for that moment that we can look back on. So stay strong. Stay humble. And know that God is sovereign. No matter what we go through, no matter what we're doing, He is sovereign. I love you guys, and I hope you have a great night.